Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. I am excited to have this young lady with us. She's a musical pro. We're going to talk about good vibes and music only. The one and only, one name, Eirini. How are you doing, Eirini?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I'm excited to have you on again. Thank you so much for being flexible. My schedule got crazy. All right, so before we went live, the only thing we really talked about was the audience loves origin story. They want to know about you. They want to know how you got to where you're at. If you always had musical talents, or they like that whole nitty gritty story. So share a little bit about your 411.
For sure. Well, I'm Eirini. I grew up in Greece, originally from Greece, both mom and dad Greek. Um, I want to say, like, my mom was a ballerina, and my dad, he always played music. He's not a professional musician, but he loves it, and he would play guitar and he would sing for us. Like, I remember before going to bed, we would all sit in the living room and we would sing songs. He was a big Beatles fan, so I know a lot of Beatles songs. But I think that's kind of how I started getting into music. And from that,
How did you know that you wanted to, like a lot of kids, they hear music. We all love music. Most of us love music as a kid. You're growing up. How did you know that this is something you wanted to actually do as a vocation, as a living, as a career?
didn't really know it at the beginning. I just knew I really loved it and I really wanted to do that. So I just started playing piano when I was 5. I took like piano classes. I was singing to all the school events and all that. Like I was always very much into it and I always knew that I loved singing. But I think when I was 13, that's when I started my first band and we started playing at local like bars and venues. I think that's when I realized that I really wanted to do it as a profession, as a not only as a hobby.
I think that's so cool because a lot of kids, excuse me, I think we all love music in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of us dream of being in a band, right? Because it seems incredibly glamorous. But we don't go past that. That's just a side passion or side dream. What's it like taking your passion, your gift, your talent, and making it a profession? A lot of people like to know, how do you balance the two? Because there are some people that say, look, I don't ever want to monetize what I love to do because I'm afraid I won't love to do it anymore.
Mm. It is. It's very tricky. It's true. For me, I think it's that I never have realized that music is actually my job. It feels like I'm always doing just what I love, performing with people, like just being around other musicians and doing what I love is it's just my job, I guess now, but I don't think I've realized it. I don't think I will ever realize it.
Well, you probably won't because you have that energy, which is great. You're doing what you love and you're doing it on your terms, which I believe after I've read your bio. Talk a little bit about 2020. How did you handle the pivoting, the having to kind of regroup? It really shut down a lot of artists, especially performing artists. What did you
Yes.
do to survive, to thrive, to be creative during that time?
Well, for me, it was a real. I was very lucky and unlucky at the same time because when I moved to LA, that was 2.5 years ago. I came here to study music. And exactly like the last week of our exams, our final exams, was COVID.
Wow.
So we were literally the first people to like take finals online. So right after I graduated, I was literally told that you can't do anything, you can't go out, you can't collaborate with other people, you can't do nothing. But I was lucky because I had already applied to a rising artist competition with a studio in Boston, and they selected me and they wanted to
Oh my
record
God,
my
that's so
album.
cool. No
Yeah,
way. That's
yes,
amazing.
Thank you. But yeah, that happened. So it was amazing for me because so the whole process was through crowdfunding. Um, and we had a very successful campaign. But in order to organize all that and like promote it, it was a lot of work, which kept me busy from the beginning of March, April, where COVID started, till like August. So for this whole weird period, I had a lot of work.
That's good because I think a lot of artists, it was hard for them to figure out how to maneuver through that and get used to online. I feel like your age group, your initial demographic, you have embraced social media and video and all sorts of online stuff so much better than us old folks have. So I'm happy to hear that you pivoted that way and that was successful for you. Talk about your music style a little bit. Eventually, in a little bit, you're gonna perform for us, but tell us where your musical style is. If you had to describe it, how would you describe it?
I would describe it colorful, playful, happy, definitely happy. I mean, I got some songs that are not as happy, but the overall vibe is very positive. And even with my saddest songs, I try to make people feel like they are not alone and they belong, and like we all go through the same stuff. And it's okay to feel bad, and it's okay to embrace whatever you're feeling and express yourself and just be you.
Yes. Do you get inspiration on music from past relationships, personal stuff? A lot of people, they love to know where your inspiration comes for your music.
Definitely, definitely. I get inspired from so many things in my personal life. I think for the like when I started writing songs, and a lot of the songs that I perform now have to do with my family, my friends, ex-boyfriends, boyfriends that I have now, like a random guy that I might see in the street and like feel like I have a thing with. My hobbies, like I have a song that I'm gonna play in a little bit that's about surfing, and I wrote it when I started surfing and how it makes me feel and all that. So literally everything that triggers me in life can be a song.
Well, and I think a lot of people have the feelings. What's great about a musician you're basically a poet, a songwriter, is that you actually can express that in a way that other people can relate to. So I love it. All right. So enough about me and talking, and let's hear some music from Eirini. Tell us what you're going to perform.
So this first song is called Effortless, and it's about surfing. And I wrote it when I started surfing, because it was literally a new experience and a new feeling for me. And the only way for me to express what I truly feel is through music. So I wrote that.
All right. So take myself off. You guys give it up for Eirini.
Lately I've been waking up in the morning, unable to come to you. Lately I've been feeling lost, cause I can't be with you. Worrying about the day that I'll wake up in your clear, warm water. Then my body, mind, and soul will be able again to flow. Really, I remember waking up in the morning before the light came through. I remember the excitement, waiting for the night to pass, and the feeling that I got when I was floating in the refreshing, peaceful blue, like a comforting embrace. It it gave me clarity. And inhale and feel the waves, giving me the air I need. Exhale, let the sun make all seem right. And a glimpse of light comes through to my life. I never knew what it feels to be effortlessly. Lately I've been waking up, yeah, in the morning for the day that's gonna rise. Lately I have not been lost in the mess of our world. Now that I can surf, yeah, when I want to, I'm alive again. I'm in my element and zen mode, carefree with me. And inhale and feel the waves, giving me the air I need. Exhale and let the sun make all seem right. And a glimpse of light comes through to my life. I never knew what it feels to be effortless in your sea. Effortless in your, I just wanna be. I just wanna be your sea. I'm effortless in your sea.
I mean, that was unbelievable.
Thank you.
So, the confession that the audience knows is that I take myself off screen in case you're really bad. Because my face won't hide it. And God bless the people who have come on that aren't so great. I just appreciate their spirit. I was mesmerized. I actually had to stop myself and think, oh my God, I haven't missed my cue where she's finished. That was so good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're right. Like, it was happy but thought-provoking. I loved it. Absolutely loved that. You just have such a great voice. It's beautiful. Really good. I'm so impressed. When you sing that, what are you feeling? Are you back on the surfboard? What do you do when you sing? Yeah.
I literally feel like I'm floating, like I'm in a wave, feeling the water, the sun.
That's how I'm glad you told us the story, because when you did, that's how I felt. I really was like, I get it. I love that. All right. I can't remember. Are you performing a second song or not?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So I would love to know more, and I'm going to take myself off, and at least you know now. I love your music. It's not because I'm afraid of your music. All right. Tell us about it.
Okay, so this next song is called Mr. And it's about a guy that I used to see all the time when I was in the UK for 3 years. I didn't tell you that, but yeah. And we would see each other all the time. We never spoke, but it was a really interesting relationship, if you can call it a relationship. Anyways, this is Mr.
Love it. Arena.
Now I'm writing a story about this beautiful day. Nothing interesting about it, or everything I would say. Walking down in the sunshine, 80 degrees in my face. I'm sipping on my drink when someone cuts off my pace. Maybe it shouldn't have been careful, or possibly you're crazy enough. Hey, Mr. Tell me what's your name? Why won't you talk to me? You wanna play my game, and I swear it will be pleasant if you join my adventure. Wanna search together for treasure, yeah. Feel something cold touch my arm. You bought a beer for me and you. Can't stop the smile on our faces. My body's going to magical places. We talked for hours and hours till it was time to go home. In my emotional commotion, I forgot to ask your name. Though we see each other often, till now we've never shared one word. Hey, Mister, tell me what's your name? Why won't you talk to me? You wanna play my game, and I swear it will be pleasant if you join my adventure. Wanna search together for the treasure, yeah. Hey, hey, you're a beautiful day. Hey, hey, you're a beautiful day. Hey, hey, you're my beautiful day. Hey, hey, you're a beautiful day.
So good, so different, but so good. I love the storytelling. I think that's what's really cool about your music. There was a story you wanted to follow. I'm glad you told us about it because I think that kind of daily. I love the song, by the way. The daily observation. I mean, that's an observation. That's a something that is fun to talk about. You made it happy again, which I absolutely love. Did you ever end up ever talking to that guy ever?
Nope, never.
So crazy, right? I think we can all think of somebody that we've had that kind of interaction with. And I love that you brought it to fruition in a song. All right. So tell them the best way they can reach you. How can they download their music? How your music? How can they follow you? How can they see
Well,
where you're at?
yes. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. If you write my name as it is over here, where is it here? Eirini and Nomikou. Exactly. I mean, I think it's under on the blue
Yes, it's coming
letter.
across. So you see
Yeah,
where the website is, guys. That guys and gals, that's the spelling you want to look for on social media.
exactly. And if you go to my website, you can find everything there. There's like all the videos and my music, and then there's other collaborations that I've done with other artists, which are pretty cool as well. Um, I haven't released my album yet, so you have to wait for that. But it's coming really soon. We have recorded all the drums and bass, and I think we have another session in a few weeks to record the keys. So it's starting to come along, but wait a little bit more. Follow me on all socials, and you'll figure out when the album's coming.
Fantastic, Erini. You are amazing. That was
Thank
so
you.
good. So
You're
much
so
talent. Come back anytime you want. When the album's ready, or if you have a new song that you want to share, just reach out. We'd love to have you back. You guys go and support our artists. It was a crazy year in 2020. We talk about this every show. Let's support them. 2021's coming back, but it's a different world. So we have to get behind them. Let's start with her website, Eirini Nomikou .com, or you can find her at Eirini, ERINI, on all social. All right. Thanks, Eirini. You were awesome.
Thank you so much.
All right. Y'all have a great day. Get out and support Eirini.